is going for Dr. Daicia Price.
I can remember I was about 5 years old, and I was sitting in the kitchen in between my mother's legs. It was time to have my hair get transformed from bad hair, and some of y'all may not know what bad hair is, but it's what people have used to call people that knots up like a Brillo pad when it gets wet. That's what my hair was like. But she was about to transform me into having good hair. Straight, long, luxurious. Okay? And the way that she was going to do that was with a metal comb that was heated on fire. Right? Hot, hot, hot. So I'm sitting there, and you must stay very still, or else you're going to be walking around and everybody's going to know it. So I'm sitting there, and my sister's sitting on the sidelines because she went first, right? And so her hair's already flowing and all of those things. And she's, oh, your hair's so nappy. You know why you so dark and why your hair's so nappy, right? Mama adopted you when she went to Africa on a mission trip. I'm supposed to be still, but I couldn't contain myself. Mama! Is that true? My mama just kept pressing my hair. Girl, what you think? I don't know what I'm supposed to think. I'm 5. So, as a child, you're trying to figure out, where do you belong in this world? What is my place in this world? Well, in my family, we had 2 teams. Team dark skin, team light skin. I was a part of team dark skin. Everybody in team light skin, you had to pass the paper bag test. So if you were the color or lighter than a brown paper bag, you were on team. And if you weren't, you were on. All right, so team dark skin is where I was at, and that was my granddaddy, my mama, who should have been suspect since she never told me if I was adopted or not, my Uncle Stephen, and me. And on team light skin was my grandma, my dad, everybody on his side of the family, my Uncle Choice, my Aunt Carolyn, and my sister. Okay? So as legend tells it, my Uncle Stephen and my granddaddy were with me from the beginning, where they came to pick me up. They had to leave their summer vacation to come and pick me up from the hospital because my father had abandoned my mother. Okay? So it's important to remember that, because when my father's family saw me, they never hesitated to let me know that I didn't look anything like them. And it's questionable if I was even his. So I figured out really quick where I belong, and that was with Team Dark Skin. They were always there to celebrate me. They told me I was smart. They told me I was amazing. They told me I could do anything in the world, right? They pumped my head all the way up. But some words that they didn't use was beautiful. No. Beautiful, pretty, gorgeous. Those were words that was reserved for my sister. So at some point in time, you have to go to school. So I started kindergarten in Miss Crairy's classroom, and it was amazing, y'all. It was amazing. Everybody in the whole school, from the school board all the way to the people who was custodians, everybody in between, all were black. All different shades of black, light black, dark black, all kinds of black. It was just black, blacker than me, blacker than black, just black. Right? And they knew Miss Crary, nobody had any problem saying my name, Daicia. Right? Everybody knew what it was like to sit between mama's legs with that hot comb. I didn't have to explain it. Right? Everybody knew we need to know what was going on at the Cosby Show every Thursday night. We all had a thing going on. When I went in, I just automatically picked my best friends, the ones that sat between me, on either side of me, Keisha and Toya, the twins. I remember them to this day, they had these birthmarks on their cheeks. Right? Still my friends to this day. So Keisha and Toya, I didn't have to find them friends. We knew everything. We was doing it. It was great. If only I could have stayed in that black oasis. But I didn't. Middle school comes, and I find myself in a whole nother world. In a predominantly white institution. In this place, I couldn't automatically find people like me. Because I was so smart, I was the only black girl in all of my classes. So I had to find someone, and I found somebody, Val. She understood about having to get ready for church. She understood about being in church 3 days a week. She understood about getting your head knocked off. She understood my language. She knew how to say Daicia. Right? No problem. She had no problems. She knew we needed to figure out what was going to be on the top 8 at 8. WGLB. We knew. She knew. We knew we had to compare notes. Nobody else understood that, though. Everybody else there said, Daicia, you are too much. Your name is too much. Can we just call you Smith? We can't. That's too much. You're too loud. You're dressed too loud. Why your clothes and shoes always got to be matching everything? Why you got to be doing all that big hair stuff? What is wrong? Can you just tone it down? I'm like, who you want me to be like? Stephanie with her little white blonde hair that swing around? I can't be that. I don't know how to be that. Well, I kept going through. I said, how do I navigate this? I said, well, you just keep being smart, Daicia. Keep being smart, and you know it'll be all right. Well, and it was good until the day Latasha Hall walked in her green turtleneck. Now, this is the problem. Latasha Hall was mixed. So she came in with her light skin and her hair, and she was smart. Oh, Lord, what was I going to do? I don't know. So I wish I could say I was nice to Tasha. No, I didn't. She got every evil stare, every eye roll, everything, and I would talk about her to Val. Did. And it just is what it is, right? After a while, being in this space, it was just too much pent-up energy, I guess, and I'll never forget the day somebody was like, hurry up, Daicia. What's my name, y'all? David and Sharon combined, period. When she said that, the next thing I knew, it was on, okay? And so I got put out of school. And some of y'all might be like, oh, that's so awful. You got put out of school. Well, what'd you do? Well, I had to go to an alternative school. Not the little smart girl at the alternative school. But don't fret, friends. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. Because now I was back with my people. I didn't have to explain nothing. They understood. We knew all the dances. They knew how to jig. They knew every, we knew all the things. Without an editorial. Nobody looked at me sideways, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go get my hair done. I can't go outside in the rain because you know what that, everybody got me. During that time, I met a social worker, a black woman, Celeste Hawkins, Dr. Hawkins to be exact. And she started to pour into me and let me know, you are more than enough. You're not too much. They are not ready for you, right? And she poured in me and she helped me to see like, okay, you can do this. Don't let people steal your shine. So I kept going to college, okay, I'm going through. I get my little master's degree. Then I got to go into a new world, y'all, to work. I don't know if it's anybody from Washtenaw County, but that's where my first job was. And So, you know, and I'll never forget, here's something. So I'm like, I got my degree and everything. So I'm like, you know, I'm smart. You know, I got a master's degree in social work. I'm ready for the world. She like, Daicia, you can't keep coming to work with them apple bottoms and Rockaware and baby fat. Ain't nobody gonna take you seriously with that. Now, I think she was trying to be helpful, but all I heard in my mind was, Daicia, you too much. You need to do something different. You don't belong here. This is not the part of the world that was made for you. So I found me a place that was. I came to the D. Found me a place. And now I'm back. Oh, I'm ready now, right? I can shine. I can be, oh boy, you couldn't tell me nothing. Still can't. But I came to the D, and now I'm surrounded by black professionals that are doing the work, that hear me, that understand me in the meeting, that respect what I say, that are embracing me, affirming me, putting me up, lifting me up. Dr. Mills, letting me know you could do this thing. So, but then something happened. Because now I'm on the top of my game, right? So I got to University of Michigan. Why y'all didn't tell me that before I got there? Go to University of Michigan, once again trying to navigate a world where now I'm told again I'm too much. We don't know how to pronounce your name. So I got that. I got something for that. I went and became a doctor. You might not be able to say Daicia, but you can say doctor. Okay? So don't even worry about it. Y'all ain't got to worry about messing up my name no more. Doctor. That's what, just call me doctor. Right? You ain't even got to say price. I don't care. Just doctor. I'll come. Daicia, you're too much. You're too passionate. Maybe if you just talked a little lower, we could understand what you're trying to say, but your tone is just so much that it makes it difficult for us to engage with you, and it's just so hard, and if you could just tone it down, because this makes us feel unsafe, and we can't understand what you're saying until somebody who ain't black say it. Then they understand it very well, and then it's a good idea. Well, I continue to try to find my space in that place, right? Because I'm looking for people that's like me. I'm looking for people that know how to wear them fans, But I go to the meeting, everybody like, what? Is that like a hokey pokey? I'm like, I can't with y'all. I can't. Let me go somewhere else. Because y'all clearly are not with it, okay? So I have also realized that it's probably hard to find people like me, because so many of us just start to retreat and find our own little space, because it's a way to self-preserve, right? And so I've been learning this thing, and I'm just trying to get to a place where I can continue to show up and be present. And I really wish that I could stand here today in front of y'all and say, I do not perpetuate colorism. But I can't. Because I would be a lie and a half. Because before I got here today, I sat in that chair between my sister legs, got my hair pressed, get them edges, girl, get them, and she still, girl, your hair, I don't know what's going on, but maybe this hurts still to this day, but I still just keep pressing, get the edges straight, just get the edges straight, because I felt like I needed to have that. I still feel like I need to have straight edges and something to swing. Right? I couldn't swing yesterday. I was like, oh, no, I need my hair back. I need something back. But what I am realizing is that I'm going to continue to think about what can I do in this world? And all of us can think about what we can do in this world to make sure that everybody feels like they belong and that this world is for them, no matter what their skin tone is. So we're going to figure that out. And keep doing that, and remember that we need to think about affirming and not accepting, because acceptance is not enough. We need to affirm, right? And I would be remiss, because I was crying before I came on the stage. I think I got 2 minutes. I was crying before we got on this stage, because remember, my daddy family, they didn't mess with me. They told me, your skin tone and your hair texture, it just is not it. As I sat ready to come over here, and they said I didn't look nothing like them. As I sat over there ready to come on this stage, I got a text message saying that my last aunt on my dad's side has passed away. And they sent me the picture, and I said, she looked just like me. So I did stay inside, and so I used to be dark. Y'all, I know some of y'all out here like, you ain't even dark skinned, so I don't even know who gave her the mic. I was much darker, okay? But moral of the story, we're gonna affirm. Affirm? Louder. Because we gonna do that, right? Make people feel like they belong, and thank you very much.